Well, the name of today's show is Protect Yourself, and we're talking about protecting yourself not only physically, but financially and in a lot of other ways. We're going to give you some tips today in the next 30 minutes that you can really take forward in life and use. Stay with us. You don't miss 1 minute of today's show.
With the rising cost of higher education, college has become such an investment. Make sure you get the most from your investment with the help of Eagle College Planning. Ryan explained the importance of being prepared and how to protect your investment. So Ryan, tell us, how do you help people, especially when they're getting ready to send their children off to college? How do you come in and help people?
One of the biggest things that we do to help people is just provide peace of mind that they're going to have a plan to pay for these high costs of college nowadays. And, whether it's the financial aid and admission system and helping them prep for the ACT or fill out the financial aid forms correctly or choose the right school for the right value, I think families have a lot of comfort in knowing that they have a plan, that they're not going to go an extra year or two, or they're going to score as high as they potentially can on the ACTs, which could give them more merit-based money.
So Ryan, how does this protect families?
The way that we provide services to protect people is in a lot of different ways. One is that we're talking about one of the biggest wealth transfers people are facing in their lifetime. How to pay for college, and how you unknowingly or unnecessarily are giving away money. There's millions of people that overpay for college. And I think one of the biggest ways that we help protect people is that we allow them to understand the system. We have expertise. We know everything there is about the system. So when we come alongside them and we advocate for them, it could be something as simple as writing an award letter. I've had several people over the past few years that's had deaths in the family. And a lot of people don't understand that you can negotiate or appeal award letters from families, which could keep more money in your pocketbook. A lot of people don't understand that 1 point on the ACT can mean $10,000 more per year.
How do we find out more?
Well, I would say come to our website, eaglecollegeplanning.com, and I most certainly would invite anybody that's looking for some information or just to kind of see where they're at on this spectrum to come to one of our workshops that we do. We speak 3, 4, 5 times a month sometimes at various high schools, community centers, and they're all listed on our website that you could go and register and attend one of those events.
Well, have you wondered what it takes to get a CCW permit? We had an opportunity to stop by Armed to Defend and talk to Kevin. He told us how to get that and how long it takes for you to get that carry concealed permit. The show is about protecting yourself, and of course, one component of that, among other things, is getting a concealed carry. So why get one?
The concealed carry is about options, so you don't have to carry, but you have the option to carry. And then if you ever get in a situation where you need to defend yourself or your family, you do have the option to defend yourself and your family using the firearm that you're carrying.
What does it take to get a concealed carry permit in Ohio?
So the concealed carry permit, it's basically 2 steps. You take the training first, and that's what we do, and then you apply for the license through the sheriff's department, and the sheriff does the background, and they actually issue the license.
Now, how many hours does it take to get through the training, the actual firearms qualifications, as well as the classroom?
Well, the Ohio law requires 8 hours of training. It's 6 hours in the classroom, 2 hours at the range. We do it, and we go from 9 o'clock in the morning till 5:30 in the evening. Your training's done, then you're off to apply for the license.
I guess the question is, why should you come to Armed to Defend to get your CCW?
We offer a really good package with the training. So we do have a legal training portion. So the attorney is going to explain the laws, the self-defense laws, the firearm laws, concealed carry laws, so that you know what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to be doing it. And then we also have really great instructors in the classroom that keep it fun, entertaining. We have a good time during the training, and we really teach the material so that everybody can understand it, whether you're a beginner or not. And then we also have really great instructors out on the range. They really take the time to work with you individually and to train you so that you know how to use your firearm safely and effectively.
Well, Kevin, how do we learn more information about Armed to Defend?
You can either give us a call or go to our website. It's armedtodefend.com, and that's a number 2. And we have all of our classes on there. We also do instructor training, and we have a women's group, and we do defensive training as well.
Not only is jiu-jitsu a great form of self-defense, You can learn it no matter what age or gender you are. Eric and Elika from Rise, Ohio told us about the classes they offer at their Delaware location. So Eric, what makes jiu-jitsu unique and how is it different from other martial arts?
Jiu-jitsu is more of a grappling-based martial art, so its focus is on self-defense, but say unlike karate or taekwondo or something like that, we don't emphasize the striking. So the goal would be to take, if you're having a confrontation with somebody, to go from a fair fight position where you're standing toe-to-toe and swinging at each other and turning it into a fight on the ground where you can sit on their chest and be in a very optimal position for the rest of the conflict.
So Elika, let me turn to you. Your motto is jiu-jitsu for everyone. Does that mean everyone can do it?
Yes, literally everyone can do it. We have a children's class. We've got a women's only self-defense class. We have had multiple seminars. We've actually had one with multi-generations from the same family, a grandmother with a granddaughter, and we've got adult classes that men can do as well.
You're here in downtown Delaware. So for the people in Columbus, do you service to them too, or why come here to Delaware?
Well, we always love visitors. Visitors are great, but there's a ton of fantastic jiu-jitsu available in Columbus. And so if you Google Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you'll find a number of places, but we are big fans of Gracie, Ohio in Westerville, and Gracie UA in Upper Arlington, and Team Edge out in New Albany. Those are great places to go train if you're in the Columbus area.
Your classes that you offer, are they flexible? How does that work?
So we consistently have class Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturdays here. So there's classes that vary depending on, there's some women-only audiences, there's kids class, and then there's fundamental classes for adults and of men and or women.
So what's the best way to find out more information about your classes?
Check out our website, www.riseohio.com. We also have a Facebook page.
Wayne Health Mutual has some very innovative programs, and we learned all about them today from Dr. Bobby. Let's talk a little bit about what makes this company unique.
In today's environment, insurance companies are not necessarily held in really good regard with its members. What makes us different is that I'm very lucky to be able to say as an insurance company, we do the right thing for our members. We are a not-for-profit company. We're considered a mutual company, which means that our members govern our company through participation on the board, election and participation on the board. Really and truly what makes us different in the marketplace is that we, in almost every instance that I've been confronted with that required something above and beyond what an insurance company would normally do, we do the right thing.
If someone needs a health care plan, can they come in here as an individual? Do they have to be a part of the group? How does it work?
We sell insurance both on and off market, which means we have exchange products and we have commercial products off exchange. Small group, large group, and individual family as well.
So, Bobby, tell me about some of the innovative programs that InHealth is doing.
So we have looked at the chronic diseases that exist in our population. First year, we only managed 2 diseases, diabetes and asthma. And the first year, for all the people that were in our program, one of the things we saw wasn't happening is they weren't able to buy their medication routinely because they couldn't pay the copays. So if they participated in their disease education programs and they completed those programs, we paid their copay. They didn't know anything. They could get their medicines and their supplies for asthma and diabetes. They went so well, and we were seeing some really, really good outcomes, that year 2, we added maternity and depression. The maternity program was for all healthy pregnancies as well as high-risk pregnancies, and it was also for the first 12 months of your infant's life, so we could watch growth and development and support these new moms.
Tell us how we get more information.
To take a look at our website, www.inhealthohio.org. And obviously, there are numbers there for contact if you have detailed questions that you'd like to ask specific to your needs.
Well, fraud and identity theft is a concern for both consumer and for banks. First Commonwealth Bank can help you be protected in all of your areas of finance. Jeff told us the importance of protecting yourself from fraud and identity theft. So, Jeff, banks are really concerned with fraud and identity fraud. Is that the same here at First Commonwealth Bank?
It absolutely is. It's something that we take a lot of pride and energy in, our resources that we use to protect our customers and our neighborhoods. At First Commonwealth, we believe strongly in the financial health and well-being of our neighbors and our customers. That includes going as far as we can to protect our customers and our neighborhoods from types of crimes like identity fraud and criminal fraud.
So what are some of the things that you do to help protect your customers?
The biggest piece I'd say that we do right now is education. It's important to us that we have partnerships with our neighborhoods, and that we are able to communicate effectively when things like this happen. And when we see the trends occurring in our industry, we can communicate those effectively, be it in writing, via security alerts, phone calls. We also have a lot of processes and technologies in place to help us prevent this type of crime, specifically the EMV chip-enabled cards, and they allow us to provide an additional layer of security for those using their debit cards.
So, what are the steps that we can take to protect ourselves?
So over the phone, did you place the phone call or did you receive the phone call? If it's online, did you log into the website or were you directed to the website? All of these things make a difference. If it's via mail, is the mail that you were expecting, and is it from someone at First Commonwealth Bank? If you're not sure, pick up the phone and call us at the number that you have. We're available around the clock, and we're happy to share the information with you on how to protect yourself on a regular basis.
Great information. How can we find out more about First Commonwealth Bank?
And the best resource we have for that is our website, which is www.fcbanking.com.
Well, if you don't want prying eyes to see some of your important documents, the best way to get rid of them is to have them shredded. And of course, that is something very key to protecting yourself. We had an opportunity to stop by UCO's File 13, and that's what they do as a service of shredding. We talked to Amanda Ely to learn more. One of the things that we hear an awful lot about is identity theft. We did a segment on that on this show. But the other thing to avoid that is, of course, shredding. And so tell us a little bit about what you do here and why it makes good sense to shred your documents.
Great. Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Yes, it's very important. Over 43% of security breaches are actually attributed to more of like a physical means, like dumpster diving potentially. So it is important to shred all your documents. And so what we provide is a couple different services. We really are trying to protect you, the individual, as well as the business and even the environment by making sure the paper gets recycled. And so we can actually offer to our customers, if they have occasional purges, so something that may need to clean out once a year, once a quarter, or maybe they're moving or remodeling a business or a person and they want to get rid of a lot of information quickly, we can take that and shred that confidentially for them. Now, for other businesses like accountants or medical professionals, a lot of our customers, we have hospitals and doctors' offices that want us to have a bin in their office. So we offer that free bin to collect those documents and then schedule either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly pickups to retrieve those documents and then securely shred them at our site.
What I found surprising, it's a nonprofit. You guys do a little bit more than just shred paper here, right?
We do. And I'm very proud that we do have File 13 now here at UCO Industries. So that's the parent company. It's a 501(c) nonprofit, and we actually have a mission that employs adults with developmental disabilities. That's what our goal is and our mission is, and we look to do that every day. And so we actually acquired File 13, which is a company that's been around for 18 years last year, because it was started for an individual that did have a developmental disability. He had a real passion for paper, so that was developed for him. It's been very successful over the years, and we wanted to make sure that it continued.
How do we contact you?
Excellent. It's file13shred.com, as well as you can call 937-642-4855.
Do you enjoy the local music scene? Then visit the featured music page on onacolumbus.com for interviews and information on some of Columbus's best musical acts.
We had an opportunity to talk to a wish mom that Make-A-Wish granted her a special wish for her child, a sensory room like this. But there are a lot of wishes that go ungranted, and just by checking a simple box on your tax return, you can make some more of those wishes come true. Well, Doug, welcome down to About Columbus. And Vanessa, welcome down to About Columbus. Good to have both of you on the show. Make-A-Wish is something that you, and of course Doug's president of, but you had a wish for your son, and so we want to talk a little bit about that. Tell us what that wish was.
We chose to do a sensory room, a sensory seeking room for our son Daniel. He's 7 years old, and we chose to do that because it's something he can grow with and enjoy and come when he needs calming or stimulation. When he can't sleep, he can play in here and go to town.
Well, Doug, turning to you, I know one of the things that Make-A-Wish does is it makes a lot of these wishes come true. Tell us a little bit about the organization.
Sure. Our organization is 35 years old. We're headquartered right here in Central Ohio. And our chapter of Make-A-Wish is the Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana chapter, and it's the largest chapter of 62 in the country. Each year we grant about 150 wishes to kids right here in Central Ohio, just like Danny.
What's the thing that's wished for most?
Well, the most popular wish is to go to Disney World, right? That is truly the Magic Kingdom. About 75% of our wishes are travel wishes, but we also do a lot of wishes that are project-based wishes like this, of building sensory rooms and other things right in the backyards of kids here. There's a lot of ways people can help Make-A-Wish grant more wishes. Right now we're doing about half the wishes that we could. And it's tax season right now, right? So as people are filling out their taxes, if they're getting a refund, they can check a box for the Wishes for Sick Children Fund. And that money goes to wish granting organizations right here in Central Ohio that'll help us grant more wishes. So it'll take a little pain out of the tax season by bringing a lot of joy to kids right here in this community.
And that money stays local, right?
It absolutely sure does. And, you know, the thing about Make-A-Wish is that 80% of our children go on to live healthy lives, right? They're not a last wish organization. And also, 3 out of 4 families say that wish marked a turning point in that child's fight against the illness. So it's not only a good thing, it's good medicine.
Yeah, no question. Okay, how do we learn more information?
You can go to our website at oki.wish.org.
If you're looking to mount a TV or install speakers, security, fire systems, cameras, or home automation, then Interactive Protection Services is the company for you. President Dominic Ceci told us more about this technology integration company, IPS. So Dominic, thank you so much for coming on the show. Interactive Protection Services is your company, IPS. Let's just get started by telling our viewers a little bit about your company and your history.
Sure. Well, I've started in the security industry about 18 years ago. This company is only 2 years old, and the way that we started was just focusing on security and camera systems. Well, the way technology is progressing with security systems, automation, home theater systems, it was a natural progression for our company.
So if a client contacts IPS, what does that initial client meeting look like?
Well, it's just a needs analysis. So what we do is we go out to the house and see exactly what they are needing and wanting from us. If it's just security, then we'll focus more on just the security system, the perimeter of the home, and whatnot. A lot of times it's not just security, it's the internet in the home, it's home theater, multi-room sound, all those things.
Now, tell me a little more, what is this life safety system?
Well, what a life safety system is not only a security system, but it protects you from police, fire, and paramedic rescue. So a lot of times my customers think, well, security system just calls the police department, and that's not true.
What is your contact information so someone can learn more about your services and your website information?
Well, they could give me a call at 614-398-8436, or they can contact us through our website, which is interactiveprotection.com.
Out of the Closet is a high-end retail shop here in the short north, and 96 cents of every dollar you spend goes to the AIDS Healthcare Foundation to help in the fight against AIDS. We had an opportunity to talk to Kate Adams and learn more. So let's talk a little bit about the services that you provide here.
Okay, so we are at Out of the Closet Thrift Store, and Out of the Closet Thrift Store is located here in the Short North. We're a high-end thrift store, and 96 cents of every dollar for your donations and anything that you buy here actually goes back into helping people that live with HIV and AIDS. So we are a not-for-profit business, and we offer many services here, actually locally and within the Out of the Closet Thrift Store. We have both a pharmacy and an STD wellness center here that we provide additional services for the people here in Columbus.
It's very important to get that testing if you suspect that you may have one of those conditions, right?
Absolutely. Even if you don't suspect it. I mean, it's something where many of our patients, if they may be just a high-risk patient, for example, which there are certain high-risk groups of patients that come in and get tested every 3 months regularly, and we have patients who just come back every 3 months. I mean, honestly, many patients that don't even understand the risks, but maybe can come in and we can help to educate them on if they really are a high-risk patient or not. Honestly, if you're a patient who is sexually active, you are a patient that should be coming in and getting tested regularly.
Kate, tell us how we find you, how we can take advantage of these services.
Absolutely. So we're here at Out of the Closet Thrift Store, and we are located at the corner of 5th and High in the Short North. You can find us on the web, of course, at aidshealth.org, where you can locate our STD clinic on there, anything about our pharmacy, as well as our Out of the Closet information. Our pharmacy phone number is 614-291-2670, and our Out of the Closet phone number is 614-291-2680.
With all the craziness going on in the world today, now is the perfect time to think about your personal safety. The Bullet Ranch in Pataskala offers many different classes, no matter what your skill level. Steve explained the importance of training and the many different classes they offer at the Bullet Ranch. Let's talk a little bit about the Bullet Ranch.
Okay. Well, we're an indoor shooting range facility. We have 10 lanes rated up to 50 BMG. We have training rooms, and we do classes everything from beginning shooters on up through getting your concealed carry, and then we do advanced classes as well.
So for somebody like me who doesn't know really anything about shooting and wants to learn, what would be the first thing I should do? Where would I start?
The first thing you should do is you should come in and to a facility like ours. We'd love to have you here, but come on in, and we have individual instructors that can spend some time with you, teach you the basics, take you out and give you some training on the range. Periodically we have ladies first shot classes, which are just for ladies, taught by a female instructor, and then we have combined classes as well.
So if somebody decided to get their concealed carry, I mean, it's a crazy world out there anymore, and it's something I've definitely been thinking about. What's the process to start that?
I think the first thing is you need to obviously learn how to shoot. Come in and get some instruction, get some training, work with somebody that has a lot of experience, and we have great instructors here, and other facilities have good instructors as well. But get your basics in, and then when you're ready, go through your concealed carry course.
So how can we find out more about the Bullet Ranch and your classes?
Well, you can look at our website, thebulletranch.com. Our phone number, you can contact us at 740-964-1787, or come right out to our address here, which is 12425 Broad Street, Southwest in Pataskala, Ohio, the Bullet Ranch.
Well, these smartphones have certainly changed the look of home security, and Vector Security is on top of it with some of their systems. We had an opportunity to talk to Paul Snick and learn more. Well, I know alarm systems have come a long way, Paul, and the thing that's nice today is that smartphones are utilized as a part of that alarm system. Tell our audience what that technology is like today.
Yeah, Vector Security has done a great job incorporating interactive services into the alarm system. It gives you the ability of utilizing your smartphone, pressing an app, and having complete control and access to your alarm. You control your lighting control modules outside, so you can automatically turn your lights on and off at night. You can actually, even from a remote location, have the ability to lock and unlock your door as well.
Yeah. So if your kid's at home and can't get in, you can literally from your smartphone unlock the door for them, right?
Yes, sir, and it's very easy because you can set up a schedule. If they're supposed to be at home at a certain time and the alarm has not turned off, well, you'll get a notification on your smartphone indicating that nobody has arrived at your location.
Yeah. And cameras are another thing. You can actually see the images on your smartphone, right?
Yeah, we have live streaming video capabilities in all of our interactive services here. It also gives you the ability to set it up to where if there was an actual alarm at your house, it would record the event as well, and also email and send you a text notification as well.
Well, Paul, I know a lot of small alarm companies, they contract out monitoring services, but that's not the case at Vector, is it?
No, sir. We actually own our facilities. Our facilities are actually 5-diamond certified from the Central Station Alarm Association. It's really an honor that only 10% of all Central Station facilities out there can claim. It's a testament to this dedication and the commitment that our employees have at the monitoring facility.
Well, Paul, how do we get more information about Vector Security?
Oh, you can go to www.vectorsecurity.com, or you can go to 614-367-7820.
Fantastic. Paul, thanks so much for being on the show. Good information.
Appreciate it.
Well, we all take our safety in the workplace for granted. The folks here at Northwind Safety Corporation are the people who try to help our employers keep their employees safe. Brian told us about the equipment and training they provide to help keep people safe should an emergency occur. So, Brian, tell us about Northwind Safety Corporation. What are you guys about?
Northwind partners with companies and specifically with their safety managers. And what we do is we try to just raise the bar for safety compliance for them. And so when you think of what safety managers have to do today, it's quite overwhelming. We focus in on safety assets. Now, safety assets are defined as fire extinguishers, defibrillators, first aid cabinets, eye wash stations, and so forth. And what our role is just to help you maintain those. The law requires a certain amount of maintenance, and we want to help you do that based on the number of locations you might have.
So what makes Northwind different from other companies that do the same thing?
We came up with a website-based program called Vital Director. And what Vital Director does is it allows a safety director at his desk at his time, 7 days a week, to go online and take a look at every facility that they may have under his umbrella. And so he or she can take a look and see, are my safety assets meeting compliance? When was the last time that a particular fire extinguisher was serviced? When was the last time we had a CPR training class? And very quickly, by going through this website-based program, they can see everything. You want to know what, in your location in Georgia, how many defibrillators you have. It will tell you the brand, what type. It'll let you know when it received its last test. It gives you all those details at a single click. Knowing if you're in compliance or in non-compliance very quickly is a tremendous advantage. And so our communication skills with that has really separated us from the industry.
Well, how can we find out more information about Northwind Safety?
Go to our website, it's probably the best place. So northwindcorp.com is probably the best place to reach us.
With all the financial changes going on in the world today, how do you know that you'll be ready for retirement when the time comes? The Aishin Group can help guide you with your financial planning. Mike told us about some risks to look out for when you're planning for your retirement. So, Mike, you've got some great advice to protect people, especially in their, preparing for their retirement. Tell us what you advise.
Well, I would share with you probably the Americans, middle-class Americans especially, face three major threats to their financial security. The first one is longevity. We have never once ever in the United States had a decrease in life expectancy. With advances in medicine and technology, people are simply living longer. In fact, statistics show that you take a husband and wife both age 65, there's a 50% probability one of them will still be alive beyond the age of 92, 25% probability or chance that one of them will still be alive beyond the age of 97. The problem with that is when a person or a couple retires at age 65, many times we've not done planning based on the fact that they will still be around for 30 or 40 years. And you've got to have a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, and some strategies in place to make sure that you don't run out of money before you run out of life. The second threat to most Americans is taxation. The problem with those is that Uncle Sam is their senior partner. And what I mean by that is he's actually a silent senior partner. And what happens is that when we get into retirement at the magic age of 70 and a half, that senior silent partner now rears its ugly head and says, okay, I demand that you start to take a percentage out each and every year. It's called required minimum distribution. And the issue or problem with that is that he dictates that amount. And if you don't, after age 70 and a half, any age after 70 and a half, don't take out what you're supposed to take out, it's a 50% penalty. Most people aren't aware of that.
This is some great information because I know so many of us are not aware of these things. And how can you help? Tell us how we can find out more information about meeting with you.
Well, they can. I would normally say you could contact us at our website. It's under construction right now. It's still available, but we're changing it, making it more mobile friendly. But you can call us, 614-221-2211. The number again is 614-221-2211.
Great information. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Renee. Thanks for having me.